Welcome to Pashua's Moment with Pastor Charles Kiyaga.
Praise the Lord, brethren. We are back again on our program, the Pashua's Moment. And as always, your servant, Pastor Charles, I come to bring you the voice that mobilizes us to seek God. And I'm standing on this prayer site called Zion Pashua's Prayer Mountain, which is open 24/7, ready to receive you anytime, so that you can have time alone with God. And I want to remind you, as schools are preparing to open, we are also preparing to open our school, a sister school to this ministry, as a project that was set up to support this ministry. When you give us a child in that school, the school is day and boarding, okay? And we have all it takes to make this child grow into that great person God ordained him to be, or her to be. Because we do not only teach the knowledge, but we also teach the spirit. We teach them the fear of God. They are pursuers of knowledge, but we also teach them to pursue God. So that eventually God will become their anchor, their stronghold as they grow. So I encourage you, use those numbers on the screen and please call and inform them I want to bring a child to that school. You can even go and lobby for a child from a neighbor, from a relative, and say, please bring this child to our school. I commit, and all of us commit to do our best for these children, to make them succeed academically, but make them also love God, as well as make them to be balanced in life. We give them life skills beyond just knowledge. Okay? So we are here back again in our study. We are here in Genesis chapter 25. We are looking at the two children of Isaac, that is Esau and Jacob. Okay? We are here, verses 29. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. You know, many things will come our way. Things that we may see literally, we just look at them by value of what we see, but we don't understand what is behind them. This is why it's very important to make God your strength, because God knows everything behind what presents to you. Whatever comes your way, you never know what is behind it. So now, this is a situation. The young man called Jacob had cooked a stew. He had prepared his meal. There comes his elder brother coming from the field, very tired. This is the situation that presented before them. None of them had an idea what it meant. Many things will come our way and they look very normal. They look very usual. But we do not understand the matrix behind them. We don't understand the interplay within there that determines our fortune, that determines our future, that determines our destiny. We never know. Many times opportunities will come. The very opportunities that would shape us into what we should be, into our destiny, but we see them as normal things, and we never rise up to the occasion. This is why if God becomes your stronghold, if God becomes your anchor, the Spirit of God will always navigate a way around, and you'll be able to get the most of the situation. Now, something presented before these two young men. None of them had an idea. But within the background, something was happening. One of them had a prayer following him. That is the prayer of the mother. Because the mother stayed with Jacob, always praying for him. Because God had hinted to him that this young one I will follow. My eye will be upon that younger one. So the mother kept him close, and the mother kept praying. But the father just enjoyed the game from the older one, never prayed. So prayer is very, very important, to pray for your children, to pray for yourself, to pray for your day as you begin your day, to pray for everything. Pray about everything. that comes your way. So what do we see out of the situation? Verses 30. And Esau said to Jacob, please feed me with that same red stew, for I'm weary. Therefore his name was called Edom. Verse 31. But Jacob said, sell me your birthright as of this day. I don't even know whether Jacob knew what he was meaning. But somehow the prayer will always guide. You may take a direction when you do not know what is about. But before you realize, prayer is navigating your way. This young man, how can somebody ask you, your brother is asking a piece of a meal that you have prepared, and all of a sudden, it comes about a birthright? How did it dawn into this young man that, this is a deal, this is the moment to cut a deal, and the deal is about a birthright? And in those days, birthrights were based on who was a firstborn. And Esau was the firstborn, meaning the right to be the heir. The rights of a firstborn was upon him. Now, because of the prayer that was following up this young man, somehow, I don't know how, I don't know whether it's by intuition, I don't know whether it was by luck or chance, the young man, an idea came and he said, at this moment I cut a deal. And the deal is a birthright. He says, I will not give you unless you give me your birthright. How many situations will present ourselves and will interpret them the right way? Unless prayer is in the background. The prayer in the background of this young man was the one. It was a weird thinking. I'm asking you just a meal, and you're saying, give me a birthright. How do they connect? How do they connect? Many times some of us blame Jacob. But there is no blame here. It was a prayer that was navigating the situation. We'll begin from there tomorrow. God bless you.
Eyo yibadde Pursuers Moment ng'ekutusiddwako essomero lya
Pursuers Junior School y'essomero erizokunazaako gw'omuzadde nnako lya ddene boarding nga lisomesa abaana okuva ku nasale paka ku P7 era nga ku musingi ogutya Katonda kwe lyazimbibwa. Lirina abasomesa abakugu abategeera kye bakola era nga liri mu kifo ekisirifu obulungi ekyemunguluddwa obutonde. Abaana baffe tubabangula mu by'omu kibiina n'ebyo ebibayambako mu bulamu obwa bulijjo muli eby'obulimi n'obulunzi. Nasale section yaffe erimu abasomesa abakwata obulungi abaana ate nga n'ebyokuzanyisa weebiri ku ssomero. Tulina n'emmotoka ezitambuza abaana. Ebitone by'abaana tubitumbula nga tuyita mu music, dance and drama saako n'ebyemizannyo era ng'abayizi 100 abanasooka okwewandiisa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 9 February tezinnatuuka. Dr. Charles ne Jessica Kiyaga bakubawa half basare. Essomero lisangibwa Butambala ku luguudo lwa Mpigi Gombe. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku 0772 41 98 ne ku 0702 36 41 Pursuers Junior School, in pursuit of knowledge.